Afternoon, everyone. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and welcome to our first person for the week from a sunny Parma in Italy. I've got with us here Emirates Lions assistant coach Jaque Fourie and Emirates Lions player Wandisile Simelane. I'm now going to open the floor, guys. We just pressed for time, so we've got 20 minutes before the team meets again for the team meeting. So the floor is now open. Thank you.
Jacques, can you hear me?
We can hear you, yes.
It's Jacques van der Westhuizen speaking. It's been a long time.
Hi, Jacques.
Just
How you
quickly,
doing?
I'm good, and you, man?
Thank
Lekker,
you.
thanks. Welcome to the Lions again. Can you just your thoughts on this competition, going in a bit blind, if I can use that terminology? Not knowing the opposition this weekend. What do you know of the opposition?
Yeah, I think it's quite the unknown. We're going into this competition. It's our first year in it. I think Zebre probably, I don't know if they made any squad changes to them, and they only the games we've been watching, they've played a long time ago. So it is a little bit the unknown, but I think we're focusing on ourselves and our structures, what we want to do, what we want to achieve, and we're taking it from there.
Have you been able to, install or change anything in the short time that you've been with the team since the Currie Cup? How difficult and how challenging has that been for yourself and Albert and the new coaching team coming in?
Yeah, I think it is a little bit challenging because of the time we had with the team. After the Currie Cup, I think it was only 2 weeks before we left. So, but I think for us, the basic stuff stays the same with a tweak here and there. That we wanted to change, because if you have to come in now and change everything, it's going to be very disruptive to the team. So we try to keep most of the stuff the same with a tweak here and there.
Thank you.
Jacques, Morgan here from AFM Sports. Hope you're well. Jacques, you
Hi,
mentioned
Morgan.
the tweak here and there. Are you guys satisfied or convinced that you've been able to bury those ghosts of this past Currie Cup season as you enter into, a bit of an historic era for South African rugby?
Yes, I think we had to do that very quickly, because we're not going into a Currie Cup again. We're going into a competition where we're going to play international players week in and week out. So we had to put all that behind us and start on a new page. And just get everyone on the same page, what we want to achieve and what is our goals for the next few weeks.
Thanks.
Jacques, hi, it's Heinz here. I hope you guys are well. There's a lot of talk always about European conditions, being fundamentally different to South Africa's, but I see the weather forecast looks relatively favorable actually for this first week. I suppose that might actually help you guys just getting acclimatized if there's probably better weather than you might actually experience in the later stages of the campaign.
For sure, yeah. I think the whole week, I think there was probably some stage during the day that it was raining here in Parma. So hopefully we've got good conditions on Friday night, and it's going to be nice if we can have good weather, because I think later on in a competition we're going to play on fields that's going to be wet. It's going to the conditions not going to be that great. So hopefully the first few games that we play now is going to be good conditions and we can get off to a good start.
Okay, go.
Sorry,
Hans.
Jacques. Wandi, just in terms of firstly, the challenge of a new competition. Even the Springbok camp said they're quite excited to see how the franchises perform in the URC, because there's so many different philosophies that you guys are going to be exposed to, different competition, different conditions, that type of thing. I was just wondering, how do you feel, about this new challenge and almost this new chapter, as a player? And then secondly, how much has your experience with the Springbok camp, the national setup specifically, do you believe primed you for this competition?
I believe, well, I'm very excited, and so is the whole group. I mean, it's a new competition, playing against different opposition, visiting different countries. So the entire squad is just as excited as I am. And yeah, our whole focus is basically based on this weekend's game and us achieving a positive result against Zebre. And we're not really too focused about external factors and what's going on elsewhere. So we just 100% focused in our camp and getting a positive result on Friday.
Wandy, if I can just come in at Jaque here, you know, as the other Jaque there next to you said, you don't know too much about the opposition and that. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
For me, I'd say a bit of both. It's a bit of both. I mean, it's a good thing in the sense of we can focus on ourselves and try to achieve our goals and our processes that we're trying to do. And it's a bad thing in the sense of we don't really know what's coming. But then in saying that, if we achieve our processes and get what we're trying to do 100% right, it will probably be good enough to get us over the line on the weekend.
Sorry, guys, I just want to let one or two guys in. Okay. Carry on.
Hi, Jaque. It's Morgan from the Star. Earlier, you said you had a few goals in mind. Can you just give us a breakdown of what those goals are in the next few weeks?
Yeah, firstly, you know, like I said, and Simelane mentioned it, you know, we want a positive result the weekend. I think going into a 4-week tour, you know, if we can kick off our first game with a win, you know, it's just going to make it so much easier for moving forward into the next few games, leading into the Scarlet. So we pretty much focus on what we want to do and what we want to achieve this weekend, because, you know, it's a new competition and we really want to kick this off for us with a positive win.
Jaque again, just, you know, you played in the number 13 jersey. The guy next to you is quite an exciting number 13. Just your thoughts around him and your time that you've spent with him in the last couple of weeks? Yeah, Simelane, as we all know, is an exciting player. I think for us, you know, we want to see him with ball in hand. So hopefully, if we do everything that we planned during the week, you know, our backs can get the ball in their hands with space and score a few tries, you know. So we've, like Simelane knows, you know, it's going to be tough, but we have to do the hard work and before that for us in order for our backs to have space and to score tries. So it's exciting time for them also. You know, they're going to play against international players week in and week out, and it's just going to make our players, you know, better and give them more experience.
Wandy, Jaque just mentioned, you know, about the exposure to international caliber players and stuff. I just wanted to hear how's your experience of the Springbok camp been? Are you excited to take some insights that you learned there, you know, into your franchise team? And do you believe, you know, that experience has made you a bit more of a rounded player, you know, going into this competition?
Yes, 100%. I think my experience with the Springbok squad was absolutely amazing. I learned as much as I possibly could. I took in every single moment from the guys around me, and it definitely has affected me in a positive manner or way, if I can put it in that way. And the challenge ahead, yeah, very excited. Playing against international players week in, week out is definitely a great challenge. I mean, there's no better way of testing yourself individually and as a team than playing against the best. So we're very, very excited and looking forward to the competition.
Wandy, Morgan, yeah. How much emphasis has it been on the conditioning of the team? And the reason I ask that is in Super Rugby, you guys would normally go on a tour for a bit less than a month to Australasia. While Europe, there's no really much difference in the time zones. But throughout the season, you're going to be traveling up and down. You're going to be going for 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 1 week. So essentially, you might just actually fly up to Europe for one game and then come back again.
In all honesty, we haven't thought that far. I mean, our whole focus is basically on Zebre this weekend, and we're going to take it day by day or week by week as it comes, and all the planning and logistics that will be handled by the management, and we'll just focus on each game as it comes. So yeah, basically it's just this weekend and the following weekend, and we go week by week.
Thanks.
Jacques, I just want to know from you, maybe, when will the team be announced, and is everybody available for selection?
Yeah, I think the team will probably be announced hopefully in the next few days, probably today or tomorrow, so that we can prepare with that team. And most of the guys are available for selection, yes.
Joachim, how have you found the integration of the 5 Pumas loan players? Have they been pretty easygoing and, you know, I almost want to say receptive to what you guys want to achieve, and you believe they're going to add value?
Yes, for sure. I think the guys that joined from the Pumas and Agrikas, you know, it's exciting players that had good seasons. So I think they integrated quite well with the other players. And like I said earlier, you know, we're a group that's got one goal, and everyone's here to achieve that goal. So everyone is doing as much as they can to get on board and to get accustomed to what we want to do.
Any more questions, guys?
It's good, thanks.
All good from my side. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks very much, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.